Good evening, and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Shaniqua Robinson, and here are some of the top stories we have for you tonight. A special report on the financial situation in our territory. We continue our coverage on summer camps in our area, and a heartfelt tribute to Coach Moto in Sports 411. These stories and more are coming up next on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, Governor John DeYoung has an important message regarding austerity measures during these financial hardships. Let's take a look.
Ever since my state of the territory out of every $10 the government spends on salaries, benefits, retirement contributions for government workers, it was pretty clear that the only way to save the money we needed, if we could not or would not raise revenues, was to cut personnel costs. I have the obligation to balance the territory's budget. It is not a choice, it is a requirement. I also have the authority to dismiss workers if we cannot afford to pay everyone. The alternative was 600 dismissals this year and 800 plus next year, along with unpaid holidays. For we all understood that if we were to dismiss employees, that was a 100% pay cut for them and for their families, and a disruption in the community that offers limited options at this time. The legislation also allows for an incentive program to encourage those with 30 years of service to retire, and a voluntary separation program for a 2-year period of time. The objective is to lower the cost of government, have the ability to meet our ongoing expenses, and through other cost containments, keep that balance between what we need to have and what we can afford to pay for. Now is not the time to place blame or to level criticism, to disparage the work of those who serve in the public sector or level criticism on the private sector owner. I have no doubt that there will be those who will exhibit some self-interest, others who will try to proclaim that what we have done is unjust, and still others who will just stir the pot to promote controversy. I urge everyone to keep in mind that the only fair and equitable way for our community to weather the immediate crisis is if we all share in the burden, work with one another, and if we all maintain a level of civility, of respect, of cooperation. When that day finally comes, and the cuts to payroll and to services that we have all had to endure can be ended, I know we will have been able to fashion a more efficient and better organized government.
And that was Governor John DeYoung. Meanwhile, veteran police officers, teachers, and other essential employees are resigning at an alarming rate, all because of the 8% pay cuts coming down the road. So News Channel 8's Wes Miles look for some light at the end of the dark tunnel.
Thank you very much, Shaniqua. We are here now with Mr. Warner Revere, and he's a longtime resident of the Virgin Islands in St. Croix. I know him personally as a financial advisor, a professional financial advisor. With the 8% cuts across the board, sir, and also I want to tell you about his group, which is Ambassador Financial Group. You are the CEO. Let's get right to it. We're going to focus on 3 things. What are the short and long-term effects of the hardships that we're going to encounter? And then if there's any light at the end of the tunnel, that's what we'd like to discuss, how you can protect the little dollars that you have left. Mr. Rivera, thank you very much. I've already set the table for you. It almost looks like we are going to take a financial shot inevitably. What now are the short-term effects? Let's start with the short-term financial effects that we're going to be seeing.
Short-term financial effects, as I see it, first thing, people have not really prepared themselves for this. Everybody really should have some kind of savings plan for themselves, about 3 months of the salary, put away in a safe, secure place they could use it in these kind of situations. As I see it, many people are going to be suffering as far as people who have mortgages, for sure. You might have to cut back there. Persons who might be going to eat once in a while. So restaurants are going to suffer for sure.
We're already seeing restaurants closing down as we speak because of the LEOC and because people can't afford to dine.
Okay. Secondly, people have to see, okay, how can I cut back and where to cut back from? So a lot of people are going to be doing without food in many cases. So you might have to start to learn how to cook your own food at home. You know, if more people are staying home and cooking, then what's going to happen is that the restaurants would have nobody in there to eat. If the police are leaving the island, the question is where they're going to. We have a similar situation in the mainland where people don't have no jobs there. And so these police officers will have to say, listen to me, do I just want to leave the island and turn St. Croix into total wreck? Or are we going to stay here and try to follow it through to make things happen for us?
What are the long-term effects of this financial crisis?
Long-term, no matter not just the religious aspect of it. This is the truth about the whole thing. Is if we could change the direction which we're taking, it could happen. Long-term, it might. Those of us who remain here will see to it that we do make some proper financial steps in our planning. In other words, we have to not only rely upon just this one job only, but see how we could maybe have other employments. I'm so
Does
sorry.
that include like making your own jobs, like private sector and
Private sector employments. Individual who is working sort of 8 hours a day, when he leaves that job, he can create work on his own. He could become a farmer. We need food to eat, natural food, self-sustaining food for yourself. You could also turn around and become an artist.
Yes, sir.
Do things that could create employment for yourself.
Is there light at the end of the tunnel?
Yes, there's light in the tunnel. And there's always good things in the tunnel. All good things all bad things will turn to good things if we only have a positive attitude.
With Warner Rivera, financial expert, we hope that we did put some light at the end of this dark, dark tunnel. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
In other news, Christiansted is planning for a huge jump-up celebration tomorrow evening. Here's Wes with organizer Colin Hodge.
All right, this is a jump-up, pre-jump-up type of day. Here with Colin Hodge, once again, one of the jump-up organizers. We're going to get right to it. There's Shaka in the back. We just ran into him, and you got a match? Okay, he's going to light it on fire tomorrow. He'll be out here for jump-up.
I got a lighter if you need a lighter.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Hey, I know you've got a lot going on, Colin, so you got the bands and everything and about the parking restrictions. And look, I've been shopping already in the Pan Am Pavilion. They said they're going to be open late for you. What jump-up is this called, Colin? 4th of July or summer jump-up?
Yes, good afternoon, Wes. 4 times of the year, of course, CRRA in conjunction with Massive Production hosts Jump Up, and that happens tomorrow. Okay, I want to invite our visitors and local alike to the summer edition of the Alexander Hamilton edition. Of course, please be reminded if you're working in Christiansted or you're visiting, your cars have to be removed by 5:15 p.m. tomorrow because in the no parking zones, cars will be towed.
Right.
Okay, entertainment includes tomorrow the legendary Stanley and the 10 Sleepless Nights on Company
they're
Street.
Back.
Oh, yeah.
Because remember, I think they were in Denmark,
We're
right?
in Denmark.
Yes.
They are musical ambassadors, as we all know.
Yes.
We're going to have the unit band, of course, the elite band, and a whole host of other entertainment throughout downtown Christiansted. As usual, the retail stores will be open late, usually offering special deals. Christiansted has a host of restaurants, bars, and lounge, over 20 restaurants in the jump-up location for all your family dining. And of course, we have a casual restaurant, fine dining restaurants, bars and pubs. Please bring your family down. Of course, this edition is sponsored by the Virgin Islands Lottery. I want to thank the Virgin Islands Department of Tourism. I want to thank, of course, A Taste of St. Croix and the many merchants who make Jump Up possible.
And once again, we want to thank VIPD and all the volunteers making it a nice, safe jump up. Please don't drink and drive for the weekend as well. On the Christiansted Boardwalk, Shaka, everything going on, baby. People getting married. We're going to have a great time. Don't worry. Pick it up. We're going to light it on fire later. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Coming up next, we take another look at summer camps.